You know, the other day I was chilling at my house, just kind of sitting and reflecting on life. And I thought about my pops, man. You know, I lost my pops back in February 2009. The late, great Elder Grady Speed. He died at 39. I'm currently 33 years of age, and I'm 6 years away from 39. And I'm like, man, that's a short life. He still was young. There was still so much stuff that he could have did. Right. But then I thought about the actual 39 years that he lived and the impact that he had locally in my community here in Marion, Indiana, and abroad. And I just thought, you know what? There's been people that have lived double his age or more and still have not had that kind of impact and never will. I want to tell y'all about the 39-year-old legend. It's the KYREN Monteiro Show, Season 2, Episode 7. There go. Appreciate you tuning in to the show, my sister and my brother.
Go out, go out, go out.
Go out, go out.
Go out, go out, go out. This morning,
yep.
Thankful that I'm breathing.
I'm thankful.
I done been forgiven. Thankful he redeemed it. Please why be the king?
Say we just getting started. They be going stupid.
Well, we about to go retarded.
Say go out.
Go out. Go out. Man, I'm about to go out. Go out. Go out. Man, I'm about to go out. Go out. Go out. Man, I'm about to go out. Go out. Go out. Man, I'm about to.
What's going on, everybody? My name is KYREN Monteiro. Welcome to Season 2 of the KYREN Monteiro Show, Episode 7. Give yourself a round of applause. Yes, sir, man. I want y'all to be sure to check out the podcast on Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, Google Podcasts, anywhere that podcasts can be streamed and downloaded on major platforms. Make sure that you subscribe. Make sure you leave a review and comment. If you want to see the high definition videos of the podcast while it's being recorded, head over to the KYREN Monteiro YouTube channel to get that HD footage. Hand clap for good production value of a podcast. Let me talk to y'all about the 39-year-old legend, man. Inspired by my father, the late, great Elder Grady Speed, that I touched on in the intro of the show, of the podcast. I got a few things, man, that I learned. It's hard to sum up somebody's life in just a short moment, but I think that it's crazy to think about my pops. So my pops is the late great Elder Grady Speed, from Cincinnati, born January in 1970. Moved to Marion, Indiana in the early 90s. He is not my biological father. My biological father is from Ypsilanti, Michigan. And he met my mom and married her right when I was going on at the age of 2. So he is the person that I consider my father. Myself as a recording artist, as a music producer, as an audio engineer, anything in the recording studio, even sitting here being a podcaster, none of this would be happening without him. I would have been a drummer. That was already something that would have happened. But in the sense of anything related to the recording studio and record production and record creation and music creation, it came from him, right? And so if you ask people in my community, especially in a urban community, they'll tell you about his impact. He was a hip-hop artist, and he was amazing. One of the best rappers that I've ever heard in my life, and I don't just say that because that's my pops. He was a preacher. He was an elder at our church, the Greater Second Baptist Church here in the city of Marion, Indiana. He worked in the juvenile detention centers, had a lot of impact working in the juvenile detention center here locally, and just had a strong impact within 39 years of living. And so it always comes back to me, like, if it all ends right now, what kind of impact do you have? And in 39 years of living, he had a stronger impact than people who live double his age, and they ever will. So let me tell you about the 39-year-old legend, right? Let me tell you some things in a few points as I reflect of his life, what I got in the 18 years before he died. Well, I was 18 when he died, but technically it was a little less than 18 years. Let me tell you a few things that I learned from him that stand out about his legacy and his impact on me and others the most. And hopefully this will be some good food for thought and a good takeaway from you. First thing is, the lack of financial status or fame does not mean legacy doesn't exist. Let me say that again. The lack of financial status or fame does not mean that legacy and impact does not exist. Basically, what I'm saying is that my pops, he didn't die rich. He didn't die famous. He didn't have a huge platform as a preacher, as a hip-hop artist, but the platform that he had and the impact that he had, it was incredible for the level of life that he was on. Just because you don't have a lot of money, just because you're not the most famous person or had the biggest platform, does not mean that God can't use you. Does not mean that you don't have the biggest impact. So that's one thing that I really take away from his life that I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Number two, even when you're dealing with adversity and hard times, God is still good. I seen this man battle bone marrow cancer at stage 4. One of the strongest dudes I know. I seen him cry. I seen him holler. I seen him scream. I seen him cry. But one thing that I never heard him say is that God wasn't good. I never seen him angry at the circumstances that he was in. He was still able to keep a positive attitude. He was still able to have peace, have joy in the midst of what most people would just be frustrated and complain about. He never complained. So I learned that no matter what you go through, God is still good, and that you still can find peace and joy going through, trials and tribulations and hard times in life. Another thing that I really learned from him, here's a third point, is that music, other art forms, and any kind of creative venture are some of the greatest vessels for communication and expression. Let me say that again. Music, other art forms, and any other creative ventures are some of the greatest vessels for communication and expression. So like I told you, he was a hip-hop artist. He was a music producer. And seeing him be an MC and a poet through the art of hip-hop, I seen some of the greatest communication and expression lyrically that I've ever seen from any human being. And it taught me that no matter what the art form is or the creative venture is, like, it's a great way as a person to express yourself. So no matter whether you're a musician, whether you're a photographer, whether you're a videographer, whether you're a podcaster, a barber, a lash technician, anything creative, I think that being a creative person, even entrepreneurship itself, is creative. I think that being an artist, being a creative person is like one of the best things ever, because of the way that you can express yourself and communicate visions and things to the world and people around you is just crazy. I don't think that there's anything stronger than amazing art. I don't think there's anything stronger in the world than amazing creative ventures and the results of those things. So hand claps to all my artists and my creators out there, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And if you're a person who you're kind of on the fence about jumping into something creative or an art form that you might have a skill and a talent at, try it out, man. You don't have to start a business and try to, become the biggest things. Just, you might do it for personal recreation. So try it out. So I'm once again, I'm not on this podcast right now without his influence. I'm not doing music. I'm not audio engineering. I'm not doing any of the things I'm doing right now in life without his influence. So I want to encourage people to do that. Fourth point out of the 5, when I reflect on his life, is that family builds legacy and impact in other people's lives shows real integrity. I'm going to say that again. Family builds legacy and impact in other people's lives shows real integrity. I believe personally, and if you ask others who knew him personally, that my pops could have easily been a hip-hop superstar. When I tell you he was that dude, he was that dude. But he valued his family so much and his local impact so much, he didn't really care about that. Now, we differ in that because, I want to take this thing as far as I can. But as I look back and I have to grow as a husband, as a father, just as a man of God and a man in general, friend, brother, sibling, whatever, I look back at the way that he was, and it's just like I can't do anything but admire that, because those choices left a stronger legacy, right? Because of the way he prioritized his family and stuff. And then, for me, like when I'm running a business, that juggle between being present and being present in your business and then being present in your family is always a tug of war between those things at time. So I really love that. And then I love the integrity that's shown from his legacy, from impacting other people outside of the family. Once again, when we talk about him working in those juvenile detention centers, him having impacts in the streets locally, it shows that your life is bigger than you. When you're here, when you're living, you're meant to live in purpose. You're meant to be productive. You're meant to impact and leave a legacy. You're not just here for just to exist. We want to be fruitful. We want to be productive. We want to make our time count the most. So when I think about his short life, I think about those things like crazy. And then lastly, something that I think about from his life is that trusting God through everything will carry you further than trusting yourself. Once again, I'm a Christian, and I believe in God. I believe in Jesus Christ. And so for me personally, he instilled those seeds. But when I think about, anytime that I've trusted myself and trying to handle things myself, it's always chaotic. It's always destructive. But trusting God through things has always got me further. And once again, like I said, I seen him battle cancer. I seen him go through financial struggles. I seen him go through things, and he trusted God. And God always put him through in the peace and the joy that he had and the long suffering and the meekness and just, them different attributes of the spirit that he had was just crazy. And it was undeniable. You just can tell it from a mile away. So hand clap to the late, great Elder Grady Speed, man. I hope that when I'm gone one day that my life can have some impact and have that. So I want to thank y'all for tuning in to what is now the 7th episode of season 2 of the KYREN Monteiro Show. I know this is a little bit more laid back than the normal energy that we bring on here, but, everything just is about adding value to the people at the end of the day. So we're going to end out on some good music, then we're going to get up out of here. Y'all stay up. Go off, go out.
Go out, go out, go out.
Hey.
Go out, go out, go out. Go out, go out, go out. Go out, go out, go out.
Tell them something late. I woke up this morning, hey.
Thankful that I'm breathing.
Yes, sir.
I done been forgiven.
Thankful he redeemed it.
Prescribe be the team. We just getting started. They be going stupid, but we bout to go retarded. Go out, go out, go out. Man, I'm about to
Go out.
Go out, go out. Man, I'm about to go out, go out, go out. Man, I'm about to go out, go out, go out. Man, I'm about to. This morning I woke up. Praise Christ that he rose up.
Got the crown on me.
He's keeping me, so best believe that I'm focused.
Say fight squad, we
fighting.
Fight squad, we fighting.
And one day Christ is coming back, so
You know we excited.
we wasted him, no alcohol. He gave us life, that was the cause. He marked us out, so we had to go. Ain't have a choice when he made the call. Now we out here running hard, fighting hard, racing hard. And if they try to hurt us,
We gon' testify with these battle scars. KYREN Monteiro Show, Season 2, Episode 7. The 39-year-old legend, man. Round of applause for you, the listener, tuning in to all of these episodes, man. I appreciate you. And one more round of applause for my pops, the late, great Elder Grady Speed. Y'all be blessed. 39-year-old legend. Let that story challenge you, encourage you. Let's have some impact out here. Yeah!